So this is the packaging. It's a clear packaging, and this one here is PC05 hot yellow, and this is the hot yellow. Okay. 3 grams. Okay, and I'll swatch this one. It's not very, it's not very pigmented without, I have no primer right now. Okay, this is the hot yellow. And this is with no primer. Now I will go with the NYX primer right next to it. And I added some primer there. And this is the color Payoff with primer. This one's with no primer. And this one's with primer. Hot orange. Okay. And the same packaging, same grams, and this is how it looks. Okay. I'll swatch it for you with no primer. That's with no primer. And I'll swatch it next to it with primer. And that's the color Payoff with primer. This one here, no primer, with primer. So this one's a lot better with the color Payoff with and without primer. So this one here is hot orange. This one here is the hot fuchsia. And I will swatch it without primer. That's without primer. And right next to it, I'm adding some of the primer. And that's how it looks without the primer and with the primer. And I'm using their eyeshadow base from NYX as well. Hot red. Same packaging. Here's the red. With no primer. Okay. Now add some primer right next to it. With no primer and with primer. Hot pink. And I'll swatch this one. That's how it looks. That's the hot pink. And I'll swatch it with some primer. This one's hot green. When you swatch them, this one's really like I don't know, kind of messy, chalky, I would say. And that's without a primer. And this is my primer here next to it. And this is with primer. Even with the primer, this one's kind of messy. It's a little bit, I feel like I can't find control. Like, it's very chalky. This one's hot black. Okay, and I will swatch it, and this one here is very soft. As soon as, and the color payoff, and this is with no primer, nothing on my hand. This one's the best, and it's really soft. It doesn't feel chalky at all. It really goes really soft. And this one's hot black. If you really need a good black, I would say this one's it. It's really soft. Now I will go with a primer with this color. And with the primer, when I applied it, it felt a little bit sandy when I applied it. So this is the black, to clean your hands. And this one here has a slight shimmer to it, a little bit, not that much. I don't know if you guys can see that. And the green, the hot green, and the hot yellow feel very chalky, and the pigmentation is not that great on these two. On the hot pink, I think it's okay. It comes to true color when you apply it. That's the color there. And the orange is a very nice quality, and the red and the hot fuchsia. So these colors here, this one's the hot fuchsia, hot red, hot pink, and hot orange. And this one here, you need to, I feel like you need to, it's not quite blendable because it will stay wherever you apply it. It will just stay there. And it's a really strong black. So these are the new pigments, and the packaging, I feel it's bulky. It's really bulky, and they scratch a lot. And I just got these, and there's a lot of scratches on. They were not even out on the floor yet. And this is how they look. So the packaging is, for me, it's not, it's really bulky, and it's not, it's just plastic, and they snap. So these, they remind me of like mini cassettes packaging, where it used to be like that same kind of plastic. And you do need a primer, a good primer with these, especially with the yellow and the green. See how that is kind of chalky. Also have baked shadows, and this one is in Ghetto Gold. When you open it, you slide this off, and it comes in this packaging, and it also brings a bow here. And this is Ghetto Gold. Packaging on this one's really nice. It's a little bit bulky as well. Like, if you can see, there's a lot of space after the eyeshadow right here. And it's really sturdy. Like, you leave it like that and it won't. Like, okay, I'll swatch that one. When this one here is just a little bit of just glitter. It goes on like clear with gold glitter. And I will add some eyeshadow base, and I will swatch it for you as well. You'll see, like, on my finger, that's how it swatches after a couple of times. And it's not a big difference with the primer. And I will do it wet. These are to be used wet because that's right here, it's wet. Okay. So even wet in your finger, it does show, but right here it doesn't. I would think maybe you will have to use a little bit of more, maybe Fix Plus or something like that. But that's the color payoff. No primer with primer and wet. And that's the color Chaotic. And 9.5 grams. Okay. That one there is IBB02 Chaotic. It's a really, really nice pink. This one's more of a peachy pink. And I'll swatch it right here. magnetic, it's IBB03, and then I have chaotic IBB02. So these are the illuminators. My favorite one would be the IBB05. The color payoff is better, and it's less, when you apply it's less, two is the Nyx Enigmatic Illuminator, and I would say the quality and the texture is really similar. When I swatched the this one here, IBB05 Enigmatic, it reminded me of this one here, of the texture of the magnetic appeal. It's a different color, but the texture, they're almost the same, and the color payoff as well. So this is my review and my swatches. These illuminators are really nice. The quality, I like the quality, and I believe they're $8.99 at Ulta, and the eyeshadows are $4.99. And the eyeshadows, the primer colors, I would say they're okay, but these are worth to get. And these are like, they will be the same color, they will almost look like, and the texture is very similar. So thank you for watching, and let me know what you guys think about this review and of the products.